Hello everyone, this is Faye Renee. Welcome back to Reviews with Faye Renee. Today we have a blockbuster of a movie to review. Yes, we do. Today we're going to review Nomadland. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button below once, check the little bell once, and you will be notified every time I drop the next hot, wonderful, crazy, super unconventional review. So, without further ado, let's get it. Nomadland. Nomadland was directed by Chloe Zhao. That's Z-H-A-O. Nomadland is based on a 2017 book written by Jessica Bruder. Nomadland is a great cinematic tale of modern-day nomads today, a lifestyle in America that few of us know little to nothing about, including me. I found Nomadland to be an eye-opening film about nomads in modern-day America. Not the kind we read about in history. These are the modern-day nomads this film was about, and it was fascinating. Nomadland centers around 61-year-old Fern, who is portrayed brilliantly by the great France McDormand. It's the story of her quest to find herself within this new lifestyle after the deconstruction of her life as she knew it. Everything that she's known about herself, her lifestyle, her home, her marriage, all of these things that she knew all too well are now gone. First, she loses her husband to cancer, and then she loses her home in a little mining town called Empire in Nevada. It literally is wiped off the map and has no zip code anymore due to economic collapse, so to speak. So here we are with our protagonist, Fern, who is now living out of her van that she has named Vanguard. And we find out rather quickly what's really going on in the eyes of everyone else in traditionalist America. When Fern one day is in a supply store and runs into an old neighbor and a friend from that town that no longer exists. And the woman inquires of Fern, "Hey, are you okay? We miss you. We love you." And they hug and everything. And the woman has a little girl with her. And she says, "Fern, if you need anything, let me know." And she says, I'm fine. And the little girl presses on and says, "Are you homeless? They say you're homeless." And Fern says, I'm not homeless. I'm houseless, but I'm fine. And that is the life of a nomad. They don't live in brick and mortar. They travel in their vans and RVs and other large vehicles. That is their lifestyle. They don't stay in one place. And they are an adventuresome group that has decided to step out of the norms of America and buck the establishment, so to speak, to be a free spirit and roam the land until he calls them home. That's a nomad today. Fern, in fact, is part of thousands of Americans today who live as nomads. As you observe Fern, it seems that her life is free and adventuresome, and at other times rather mundane. Yet, it always seemed peaceful, always. So as a nomad, Fern continues to travel about the country. She stops intermittently throughout and takes on small jobs, of course, to pay for her expenses for her travels. In a key scene, Fern is registering her RV for parking in a RV and van parking lot where she's going to take on some work. And the teller knows her, and Fern says, "Yeah, I'm here for the Amazon season." And the teller knows her, as she knows probably everybody. And so she says, "Okay, Fern, you get the Amazon discount." And Fern goes inside Amazon. She knows everybody. She's made a lot of good friends there over the years. And most of them are nomads, but a lot of them live in nearby towns as well. Fern is a very likable person. She's easygoing. People like being around her. and she makes a couple of really close buddies. And they are portrayed in the film by real nomads. That's amazing. Linda May, Charlene Swankie, and Bob Wells. They're not only her friends, they're sort of her mentors to show her the lifestyle. And she and Swankie were particularly close. These people seem wonderfully genuine on film, as they probably are in real life. So as we go along, it turns out that Swankie has terminally ill cancer. And Swankie ends up with one of the most powerful moving scenes I've seen in a picture in a long time. And she describes her life as a nomad thus far to Fern. Her travels, her triumphs, and all the glorious things she's witnessed. And I forgot I was in a movie theater. It was great. That was the best scene in the movie. It was mesmerizing, incredible acting. The nomads are not tied to any traditional American way of life. And we do find out along the way why. When from time to time they sit around campfires and such, and they have these great chats, and they tell the tales of their life. There are a lot of commonalities and underlying themes. And the main thing that I picked up that these people in various states in their lives have been broken off from everything they had been taught that it was to live and coexist in America and be happy. Many were veterans that had PTSD or disappointments or lost mortgages or had lost great jobs or families had tragic and sudden deaths. All of these made up an underlying commonality of a theme with nomads. They were broken from society as we all know it that are still in it. But there were just as many that were just modern day hippies that said, I'm not dealing with the establishment. I want to be free. And they were all ages. Most of them seemed to be middle-aged and above. They had done their time or enough time and said, I don't want to do it anymore. It's an alternative lifestyle, and it's a real one. So I tried to figure out, what is the glory in being a nomad? To exist, to travel to exist, to find yourself. Adventures, yeah. Peace of mind, invaluable. Probably all of that. But mostly what I found amongst the nomads, and I truly envied, they seem to possess pure freedom. The film is so engaging. You pick that up. You won't stop watching it from the moment it starts to the end. It will take you in. So, of course, there are a myriad of characters that Fern meets along the way. And that's part of the life of a nomad also. If you're a people person, you're going to meet just about everybody. All walks of life, all ages. Now, Fern did meet a man in the film. I didn't say she was a tree shrub. She met a so-called love interest, and he was very nice. His name was Dave. Dave was portrayed by David Strathorn. Dave took a great interest in her. They had a great friendship, I thought. And one day, while they were working a little part-time gig together on the road, David's son showed up. And he talked to his dad, and he showed him some pictures of a really cute new grandbaby. And Dave couldn't resist that. And he said, Fern, I'm going to go back home for a while. And Fern looked at him, and she told him, you're not coming back. Because that was too much. You know, the grandbaby would get you every time. So Dave did go back home for what he thought was for a while, but he did decide to stay. But he left an open invitation for his good friend, Fern. Fern did take him up on it after a while. She missed him. She went to visit. She had a great visit. They gave her separate housing. Do you know Fern got up in the middle of the night and went and slept in her truck? Baby, Fern had the heart of a nomad. It was too late for her. She was a lifer nomad, in my opinion. In the end, Fern wrestles with traditional brick and mortar American lifestyle versus freedom of self and mind as a nomad. And it is something to think about. I found Nomad to be very engrossing and a great story. This movie was fantastic.
Final thoughts, you guys. Well, this is one of those movies that you must see in order to love and appreciate. I really enjoyed this movie, and I can totally relate to the nomads of America today. Yes, I could. An outstanding film, and certainly an Oscar contender for Best Picture, I would say. I think it's in the lead right now. Best Actress for France McDormand. And I believe the cinematography was pretty good too. I give Nomadland a 5 out of 5. This is definitely an Oscar contender. Don't miss. I'll be back next week, same time, same station, with a brand new video drop. And we are preparing something special for Oscars, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so much. That's it, that's all. This is Faye Renee. Bye!